out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with Garland. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out there to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Olsen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Hey, 626.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now a 2nd and 10.
26.
On play action. Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
58. 50.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Screen play to McAllister. Fighting his way through contact. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Olsen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. A give running left, McAllister. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That second down play nets a -4. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Rip. I'm ready. 15. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
57. Yellow. Yellow. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He spins free. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
26. Hey, Mike. Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The backfield empties out. It's 3rd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, good move. And still fighting. Touchdown. second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
A beautiful fake.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Get 300. Get.
Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gurley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get to see him here, and we get to see him here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Hey, 57, color, 57 color.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Sirline connects on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting it.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. From the out route, incomplete. It's Olsen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Right. High down these two.
Up the middle they go with McAllister.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Another run with McAllister. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Easy. Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Jones has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And the
Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50. Back north.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Hey, 88. Hey, Mike.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Rodgers to throw once more. Now he'll throw it underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
20, 58, jump out!
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And goal.
50, 26.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hey, 57, colors. 43, yellow. Inside, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
58.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Gurley, hand off right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
630. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
Powers through. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
To throw is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
For 30 more yards and another first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here's 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more power.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
60 Eagles.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
I don't need to. 37. Arjaway. 43. 43. I don't need to.
Here's Mahomes.
This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the open.